Welcome to the show, everyone. As you all know, I love to talk about everybody else but me, and that's what we do right here during this show. And we're live on Facebook, so I do want to say hi to everybody out there. Like us and follow us. We're going to share the show later on. My first guest is a newbie, and I'm excited about having him on. I have with me Michael Enrique, and he is an estate planning and business law attorney with GRAVIS Law Firm. Welcome to the show. First off, I want you to tell everybody a little bit about yourself, and we know what you do, but about the firm and what you do.
Yeah, well, first of all, thank you for having me here. It is quite an honor. I have been an estate planning and business law attorney for 7 years, and Gravis Law in a nutshell, we do a lot of things: family law, estate planning, business law, personal injury. We kind of do everything. It's a national firm, but mainly we're just here to serve the community. I mean, we moved to Arizona 2 years ago, and we're rapidly just spreading across all of Arizona. We're off of 101 in Princess and Scottsdale. We're looking to expand into Glendale, expand like just across the entire state. So yeah, we're here to serve.
And what you do is estate planning, business law, but estate planning is what we're going to talk about today. Okay,
Yes.
Love the subject because so many people put their heads in the sand no matter how many times they hear it. They have a fear about it.
Yeah.
So now, let's go ahead with some of these. What is the one estate planning mistake that you see successful families make over and over again?
I would say the number one mistake is simply just not planning. I mean, nobody wants to talk about the elephant in the room, and that's death. I mean, there's one place we can't avoid, and that is, unfortunately, the grave. I mean, it is morbid to talk about.
I like that. You can't avoid the grave.
Unfortunately, but no matter how much you avoid it, it is inevitable. And if you plan for it sooner than if you think about it, you don't even have to think about it when the inevitability occurs. So the most successful families I've seen, they simply don't plan for it. And if you don't plan for it, if a car accident happens and you don't have your documents set up, then suddenly your young children, or worse, brothers, sisters, cousins, grandpa, grandma are left kind of fighting for things that they shouldn't be fighting for.
Oh yeah, they do it even when it's done. It's really true.
Exactly.
I will tell you something that what I want people to understand is that by not doing it, when you say they realize that, well, obviously, I think when it's too late. And what happens is, let's say somebody, everybody thinks that all of this is about dying, but it's not really all about dying, because it's really, what are your wishes? And on top of that, what could happen if you don't? That's that's even worse.
Exactly.
Because at least if you hit the grave, at least you're gone. You're not going to have to worry about all that.
It's true.
But you could be incapacitated. Let's talk.
That is true, yeah. In a case where, let's say, you're in a car accident and you can't make decisions on your behalf, if you do not have documents saying that those that can make medical decisions on your behalf, or maybe go into your bank accounts and make decisions as if you're going about your regular day, then your entire life will come to a standstill. And just because you had an unfortunate accident that you couldn't plan ahead for does not mean everything should come to a grounding halt. But again, if you simply walked into our offices or called us on the phone or sent us an email, in a matter of days, you could have that taken care of and have that peace of mind that lasts forever.
Absolutely. Now, their phone number to call is 480-210-4830. Their website is Gravis, that's with a V, GRAVIS law.com. And here's the thing, they are located in Scottsdale, right off the 101 in Princess, and they work, you said, nationwide.
Yes.
And you're rated with the Better Business Bureau, and you yourself have been doing this for 7 years. So, okay, let's ask you this one. If someone thinks I already have a will, I'm good, okay? What are they probably missing from the complete estate plan?
So a will, you're better than most. A will at least says where some of your assets are going to, but you still have, I mean, you pointed out yourself, power of attorney, meaning if you're incapacitated, who's going to make decisions on your behalf? There's for financial decisions, there's for medical decisions inside a hospital or any clinics. You have healthcare derivatives, the most like end of life decisions, which is its own set of documents. And then you have the overall trust documents that are a step further than the will, because a will may point the state as to where your assets are going. A trust points every single asset inside and outside a home as to where it's going, so that when the inevitability happens, the state, the probate court, that is the branch of the court that deals with assets when people pass, they won't ever go poking in and saying, oh yeah, your son or your daughter, or they don't own this possession. No, because the trust will control all of that, and it'll just pass automatically on to the next heir.
And what you do is help people, number one, have peace of mind.
Yeah.
And number two, keep you out of probate.
Exactly.
I mean, I've got to say that, because when you say what probate's for, you know, it's where you don't want to be, is really the truth. And unfortunately, it can happen no matter what. I've seen things happen.
It's true.
And you just have to make sure, number one, that you do it. Number two, it's done correctly.
Exactly.
Because a lot of people try and do it themselves. They'll go online now, they go to Dr. Google, they got all the information,
It's true.
and they think that's okay.
Yeah.
Why is it important to go to an attorney?
Because it can be as simple as if you incorrectly name a document, or I don't know, you mess up on literally writing your name on one document, suddenly all those forms are incompatible with each other. They won't match up. And then when you pass and your kids go to collect your things, they no longer can. And they have to go into a formal process that is known as probate. It is, again, the branch of the courts that deal with assets of people that have passed. And that can take years. And that is tens of thousands of dollars that literally could have been saved by simply just going to an attorney and having them do it.
And making sure they're done correctly. Okay, so what risks are people taking about no, that's not the one I want to do. I want to do this one. When a crisis hits, what is the biggest difference between what you see families who are planned well and the families who did not?
I think you nailed it earlier. It's quite literally it's peace of mind. Those that have planned correctly, when a storm hits, you know, all the lights go off. Maybe people across the street are panicking and like running for cover. But if you prepared correctly, you're already there with your family. Like you're braced, you're ready. You plan for the worst to happen. And now you just kind of roll with the waves.
Yeah, you can. Now, here's this one, and this is great, okay? What risks are people not thinking about right now? Things like digital assets, okay?
Yeah.
Online accounts, or even cryptocurrency.
We're entering a very interesting era.
That's a big one.
Yeah, with artificial intelligence and cryptocurrency. One, if you have a lot of assets on the blockchain, so the crypto world, aside from being taxed, all of that also can be held within trust, which means it can be passed on to your heirs and protected, which is cool. Another thing that's gotten very popular in recent years, in our state especially, is sports betting. All of that also can be taxed, and all of that also can be haven within trust and whatnot.
Where else but on Networking Arizona you're going to learn all of this stuff? I think it's awesome. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Sports betting. Go ahead.
But yeah, I go to a lot of Suns game, and you see around downtown all the little sports betting casinos that have popped up. All of that can be kind of put into trust now, and few people know about that, again, because it is kind of the newer areas.
But it's something to think about.
It is something to think about.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So real quickly, for someone listening who feels like they might be behind, what is the smartest first step that they should take?
Honestly, I would say make the call, and even if you're afraid to make the call, because again, it is an area of life you don't really want to talk about. look into it and then make the call, and then we'll at least talk you through it.
The phone number to call is 480-210-4830. It's GRAVIS, GRAVIS, law.com.